You might have heard of the Stoic philosophy that says, focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. Good philosophy, right? Because it is a relief for many people, because they're trying to control the outside. They're trying to control events that are not in their control. And that creates a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. So then to return to what they think that they only have control over, which is their own decisions and actions, is a huge relief. But how much of even our thoughts and actions do we really control? Let's be specific about it. What percentage? Okay? Because this body is happening by itself. You see, when we look at the outside world, we know that nature is happening by itself. We don't control the weather. We don't control world events. We don't even really control other people. So we say, okay, well, what I can control is my own actions and decisions, my own body. But the body is happening by itself. You don't make your heart beat. You don't breathe. We breathe by ourselves, or the body breathes itself. We don't do anything. The cells of our body are regenerating by themselves. We don't do anything. There are multiple tasks that are happening within this body at the same time, and we are not doing any of those things consciously. Then we have biological conditioning. The way in which this body is has been predetermined by the genetics of the past, of your ancestors, of your parents, right? Okay, so we don't have control of that. But what about the mind? Well, surely we have control in the way that we think. But when we look at the content of the mind, it's societal conditioning, societal programming. Like all of the mind, essentially, is a form of a program. Even down to something as simple as, okay, I am my body, I am my mind, or I am my name. These were things that were picked up, a form of conditioning. Then our conditioning is often based on experiences of the past interpreted. Our likes, our dislikes, our sense of personality, character traits, our tendencies, our knowledge, the information we have, the beliefs we have, it's all really been given from the outside, from our parents, our peers, education system, government. And an action comes from a decision, doesn't it? An action comes from a thought. But if the thoughts are not our own, then that means that the actions are not our own. Even studies have been done where people have had a screen in front of them and images played. And they saw that the brain reacted to an image before it even appeared on the screen. Which means that choices are not being made at a conscious level. They're happening by themselves. Everything is a happening. That means there's no real control, that control is just an illusion. And the one that thinks it is controlling is this one that is made of programs, is the I thought, as I call it. The thinker, the one that is trying to moderate its reality. Have you noticed how that happens all the time? That there is a moderator in the mind that is trying to constantly control reality through its wants, through its desires, through its fears. Every moment, oh, okay, I'm going to have a cup of tea. Okay, I'm going to have something to eat. Right, tomorrow I'm going to do this. It's trying to constantly moderate its life, but how much of that is simply an illusion? It's the illusion of control. Now, once we realize this, once we really get this, it's an even bigger release than the Stoic philosophy. Not only do we let go of control of the outside world, of so-called outside circumstances, we let go of control of the actions and even the decisions, even the thoughts. And we recognize that at the very deepest core of what we are, it's just a kind of silent watching of everything that is happening, and how everything is happening by itself. Instead of being an actor, you are just simply a witness of an act. You are a witness of actions, of experiences that are playing out themselves. You're not doing anything. You don't have to interfere with it. You don't have to make it work. Somehow it is happening by itself. The same way that the blood is being pumped around the system by itself. Actions are just happening by themselves. Decisions will get made by themselves. It will become intuitive in nature. The more we relax, the more we surrender. And that's the realization. The realization that we are not in control leads to surrender. We recognize that there is something much greater, much vaster, much more intelligent than what we often think we are as this kind of moderator, right? I mean, how should we know what is best for ourselves? Most people, through the moderator, they think they know what is best for themselves. Really, it's what they want. It's their desires. But how could they possibly know what is best for them? Only the natural intelligence, the grace of life can know that. Because you are life, or this body is life. And so life will do with it whatever it is best to be done with it. And when we get out of the way of that process, in a sense, then everything becomes more effortless, more flowing. We are in a surrendered flow. We've let go of control by seeing that it is simply an illusion.